Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about the basic concepts of roles. There are three roles in 62443 as mentioned in the standard. The first one is asset owner, the second one is service provider, the third one is OEM or product supplier. All these three roles contribute to each other in formulating effective cybersecurity program for IACS environment or asset owner. Finally, it is the asset owner who is responsible and accountable for his IACS. So rest of the two roles, that is service provider and product supplier, contribute to asset owner. So asset owner, he is the owner of the manufacturing facility and he is also accountable for the safe operations and the business. He owns the problem statement as well as the budget. So basically he needs a help here. He's very good. He's an expert in his own trade, in his own manufacturing or process part of it. But he needs help here to secure his industrial automation and control system. He's also the principal audience of IEC 62442-1. That is his main responsibility or accountability to define and execute the cybersecurity program for his organization. We have service provider. Service provider is the best buddy for asset owner, and service provider also brings in expertise which is as expected by asset owner. The expertise like certified in 62443-2-4, which means he is having good knowledge and practice to implement 62443. Service provider has two roles: system integrator and system maintainer. When it comes to system integrator, he is the one who is going to help asset owner in defining the business case from the very beginning. Defining the business case for OT cybersecurity, getting the budget allocated, as well as getting mandate to hire team members. He refers 62443-2-4 for his certification, for formal certification to qualify in RFPs. He refers 62443-2-5, which is guidance for asset owner on how to implement CSMS or cybersecurity program. 3-1, that is security technologies for systems. 3-2 for zone and country requirements as well as risk assessment. And we have 3-3, which is your technical requirements or technical, administrative and physical requirements to secure the systems. So the complete life cycle of from assessing the IACS till commissioning is handled by system integrator. So he starts with business case, then he defines, if the asset owner is having multiple factories, then he defines the sample of factories to have initial risk assessment. That is very important to collect evidence to formulate the business case, and also to measure the present posture and put a correct proposal in terms of technical and commercial. He will chart out the priorities for all the factories or manufacturing facilities to help asset owner to address the issue of cybersecurity in a prioritized manner. He performs risk assessment. He creates cybersecurity requirement specifications, and also he will carry out the design and implementation phase for asset owner. After CFAT, that is cybersecurity factory acceptance testing and cybersecurity site acceptance testing, he will hand over, after commissioning, he will hand over the facility back to asset owner. Once the solution or system get commissioned, the same is handed over by by asset owner to the system maintainer. So finally it goes from system integrator to asset owner, and then asset owner can choose the system maintainer. The system maintainer can be his own team, internal team, or it can be the same system integrator who can continue as system maintainer as well. Very large organizations or OEMs have all these both of these roles. System maintainer responsible for maintenance activities. When we say maintenance activities, in this phase being the longest phase in the life cycle of IACS, almost all standards are being touched. Right from 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 4 and 5, and 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. At present in these videos, I'm not talking about the new standards which are coming up, like 1-5, 1-6, 6-1, 6-2 and 5 series which are about to come. System maintainers, generally the contract for system maintainers are long duration. Why? Because it requires time for CSMS to get or attain certain level of maturity. It requires some of the time. And here the CSMS is KPI driven. The objective of maintenance phase is to assess CSMS and chart out further improvements to have higher maturity levels. So in this case, we are talking about maturity levels, not security levels. I'll make another video for that. And once the system is in maintenance period, operation and maintenance period, so there is also an effort to fine-tune people and process. The technical stack is already been implemented by system integrator during design and implementation phase. In the maintenance phase, with the help of this technical stack, the system maintainer will concentrate on improving people and process part of it. That's why maintenance phase is little complex, as well as it is trying to bring changes in the aspects of culture, practices, policies, basically concentrating on people and process, including training. The third role is your OEM or product supplier. So these are lab guys. Basically, these are the manufacturers of this automation components or systems. They are the people who design these components and systems based on specific use case. They have a use case in the lab and they design these component systems accordingly. So they test the system and components in the context of the same use case, which means it is not practically possible for them to list all the use cases where their components and systems are going to be used. So when they get certified for a system, let's say, they will get certified their system based on certain context around which they have engineered their security levels capability. They are accountable for the secure development lifecycle of their products and systems. The definition of systems, components and solutions, I have made a video. You may refer to that video for more explanation on these concepts. These are people who are the audience for 62443 4-1 and 4-2 certification. 4-1 is for SDLC process certification and 4-2 is for security controls which are implemented on a product. If you are referring to a system, then they must refer 3-3 and implicitly they have to refer 3-2 as well. That's all for this video. We will cover basic concepts, further basic concepts in subsequent videos. Thank you.